If you're following Depp and Heard and the fandom and the things around it, I'm sure you know this person here from NBC News, Kat Tembarge, always has something to say about Johnny. It's always negative, and she's claiming the tide has turned. Her tweets here are not old, they're from June 19th, 2023, so she's still going on and on about it. And it begins here. I've also noticed the pro-Depp crowd ramping up their efforts again for a few reasons. Number one, the tide has turned, and more people than ever recognize Amber as Depp's victim. Number two, she's preparing to promote her new movie, and they're intent on ruining her life and career. Well, the company promoting her movie isn't using her name on posters I've seen. And she quotes her own tweet from the same day, saying, "To this day, Johnny Depp fans keep track of every new post about him. I got a news flash for Kat. You're a little bit younger, Kat, but I gotta tell you, fans have been following Johnny Depp for 35 years, and every move he makes, he's that kind of actor. So why would they stop a year after the trial when he's just getting back on his feet and doing a bunch of stuff? Concert with Jeff Beck, Hollywood Vampires, his music in general, huge Dior deal, Cannes Film Festival. You think they're just gonna stop following Johnny?" These are the geniuses over at NBC News. They have group chats where they monitor posts about him so they can swarm and attack detractors. The person, understandably, will no longer post about the topic. This is how digital suppression campaigns work. I don't know, man. I see plenty of people posting positive about Amber, and all the responses, or most of them, are people who support Amber on her side over there. I also see a lot of people in the mainstream media posting about Amber. They're not suppressed from up top, like, say, some certain people with political points that get suppressed by corporations, the government, the media, social media. You could say whatever you want about Amber in the mainstream media and on social media, and their rule book says it's all good. No one is suppressing Amber. Now, if backlash comes out, it's organic, people have got that opinion, there's a lot of them, well, that's what we call freedom of speech. That's what we call fair. And she continues, when Johnny Depp said his goal was global humiliation, fans and adherents took that as a battle cry and life mission. For the rest of their lives, they will torment Amber. It's the most important campaign and community they've been part of because they won, in quotations, the US case. They didn't win nothing. Johnny fans, yes, put their opinion out about the case, but they didn't win anything. They watched the case. They watched the lawyers, the jury, and the judge, and what happened. Now, I will admit, to be transparent, I don't agree with every single court outcome. So I'm not going to say, well, you don't believe the US legal system, that's totally terrible. But in this case, when we've got a 6-week trial with billions of people watching, with a pretty fair judge, by the way, and a 7-person jury, well, that says something. If a trial happens, it's like an in and out, 4 days, real quick about a complex issue, I might be like, that was a little strange. That seemed political. But when it takes so long and all the details come out, that seems legit. So, Kat is now saying, in quotations, one about a legit case. This is actually pretty funny. It's more political than cultural, and being a Johnny Depp defender is more salient and personally impactful than being a Democrat or a Republican. Are you joking? Whichever side you're on, it's completely split. It's causing a rift in society. It's tearing the country apart. You think being a Johnny Depp supporter is the same as being politically polarized? More genius from NBC News reporter Kat. Participating in this violent smear campaign is a lifelong identity for people. It's their pastime and form of activism and community. It's a pastime. I don't know. I'd call it reporting the news. Most people that report on Amber and Johnny have been doing it third person. What we do is we take an article that we've got no control over whether it comes out or not, and we give our opinion on it. And that's it. or the court case, or a social media post about it, like this, and usually who we report on is a bigger platform than us and spreading the news wider and farther than us, with a few exceptions, of course. And Gnometastic says, so women should be allowed to get away with abuse and destroying a person's career with no consequences. Sure sounds like equality to me. And what's said here by a cat fan, you guessed it, Gnometastic is a bot. So I checked Gnometastic's account. I didn't see any fishy things going on. I think Gnometastic is actually out of the fish market and not a bot. Could be. You never know. But it didn't seem like it. And this person here says, when he will recycles anything else, I will put it here. So yeah, this story here, probably not so great. Johnny Depp is refusing to ever return to Pirates of the Caribbean. Who knows, maybe fabricated. But once again, a reminder to Amber fans, a lot of people like me and creators my size are reporting on what's reporting, not necessarily on the content of what's being said as far as the truth. My report on this was that it was being reported by certain news organizations and how they feel about it and what's the point of putting out the message. I wasn't trying to figure out if it's true or not. Obviously, we have no way to know unless it comes from the horse's mouth, which it usually doesn't. And Tug pitched in, Amber Heard ramps up the PR while pretending it's a response to Johnny Depp. Meanwhile, MSN attacks a male domestic abuse survivor nonstop, going after him, Lily Rose's daughter, Adam Waldman, the judge, witnesses, the jury, celebs, lawyers, YouTubers, and more. Yeah, good point. They just go after everybody. Nobody who's on Johnny's side to them has a valid opinion, who thought it out, who's got the right to say it. Whoever they are. Lawyers, Johnny's daughter, witnesses, the jury, any celebrities on Johnny's side, they're all people with low credibility. Anyway, that's it for now. Let me know what you think about this down below. Funny how her headline there is, the pretend journalists are pretend working, because some people would say that's what Cat is. If you don't subscribe here, I'll be pretty sad about it, but I'll get over it. Rant done for now. See you next time.